Yo, what's good, guys? Welcome back to this week's video. It's October 9th, Thursday. Overall, we didn't trade today. My performance was not good at all today. I woke up before my alarm and I decided to stay in bed. My discipline is kind of like unraveling right now. Like, it's weird. I think it's because it's like coming to the end of the year. And it's getting colder outside and my bed is just so warm. But I guess I can sleep when I'm dead. I don't know. I think I just gotta keep getting up and then it'll kick back in by habit. But overall, luckily, there wasn't really any setups to take today. Now, there was a lot of potential, but adjusting and adapting to the market, we follow our plan and our rules. It resulted in no trades today. So let's kind of go over what I was seeing. Overall, we're still very much bullish. Here's break one. Here's break two. This is a higher time frame order block. But really, we were up here for New York, like around this area. So the most recent thing that happened is a 4-hour liquidity grab. So I popped down to the 1 hour, and as you can see, we are making internal breaks on the 1 hour. So I want to find some order blocks. Now the most recent order block is going to be this one right here. And eventually we'll be using this one as well. I'll mark that up later for you guys. So popping down to the 5-minute. Nothing in terms of fractals that we can use here because this is the furthest back we can go and there's no break. So essentially today was really simple. It's just, price was, and I actually prefer these type of trades where it's prices in a higher time frame area, preferably 4 hour or 1 hour, and we're looking for a fresh break in our favor. Now here is the first break in our favor. We ended up breaking twice, and this is a wick transfer. So where is all of our liquidity grabs and points? So this is one, that's the swing, higher low, swing of the second biff or break in our favor, and the second internal higher low here. So these are all liquidity points. Now, as you can see, they were all grabbed, right? So at this point in time, even down here, the trade is still valid. Like at one point, price was right here, and this candle was actually engulfing this one, and I was ready to enter if it had closed above. Since the EMA is very bearish, I would have to go with a candle closure for an entry today. But yeah, still valid. The reason why it's valid, even though it's sunk all the way down here, is because we only have 2 breaks to the upside here. So to invalidate this setup, especially on the second break in our favor, it has to close twice below the swing, which is the swing of the first one. So it really has to close twice below here. Now, eventually it did get invalidated because, as you can see, here is one close, and then here is the second close. So at this point, the whole setup is invalidated, and I just wanted to check where we were at this point in time, and we were actually still in an area where we could buy. This was another 1 hour order block that we could use. So from here, I'm just going to basically erase all of this. That. So since everything was invalidated, we have to wait for everything again. Here is the most recent break. Where is our liquidity grabs? one is right here. And the second right here. And of course we do have the swing liquidity as well, but overall these two are grabbed and price formed a PA level right here. Now this setup did hit full take profit as long as you were using a 30 pip stop loss. Now the maximum amount you could have gone would be pretty much 35. So let's just say we use 35, right? This still would have achieved full take profit. Now 35, and you had to get in super duper accurate, right? So you had to get in pretty much, if this is the PA level, this is the minimum. You could actually do 30 here. Full take profit. Now, why weren't we in the setup? So one, there's a couple of reasons, right? So after I had seen the first setup being validated, I did catch this and I did see all these, but it was getting really close to our session end time. So I figured we probably weren't going to trade today. And to be honest with you, I was still in bed, right? Drifting in and out of sleep because I wasn't fully committed to today's trading session. Now, to be fair, I wouldn't have gotten in on this trade either because one, this happened at 10 o'clock. Now, that's a very gray area, right? I can be either really super disciplined with the plan and say, nope, it's 10 o'clock, I'm done for the day. Or, I could say the opposite. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. One candle should be fine, right? Either way, it could have gone. But in terms of like the plan, there was no entry provided because I can either do a 5-minute candle close, which in this case is too high. I can do, so I'd really have to be on the 1 minute, right? 1 minute EMA was not there in terms of an order limit because as you can see, our price was under the EMA at the time. I would have to wait for the candle to close above the PA and this EMA. So that means the minimum I could have gone in was here. And probably, let's say, use 35. I definitely would have been break even, right? But like, look at this. This is not, it's okay, right? It's not a bad setup. I would have achieved 1-to-1 break even, but not full take profit. But yeah, that's today's setup. Tomorrow I'm gonna trade because if there is a setup, just because the last couple of Fridays there's been some pretty good setups. So yeah, hopefully we'll catch a banger tomorrow and we'll see you guys then.